Just a quick little PSA, the slide in this game is kind of nuts. There's two advanced techniques I want to show that I don't think anyone's using, and I think they're so useful they will change the meta. The first one is a drop slide, and it looks like this. Launches you down the ramp. If you're a fan of Halo 3, you might notice that this is an evolution of the slope jump in that game. And in Halo 5, we call this the drop slide. So I just carried the name over. It's very simple to do in this game. All you have to do is sprint, jump, and hold crouch, and land on the ramp while holding crouch, and of course jump after to carry that momentum into the jump. So pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Just make sure you sprint, jump, and hold crouch in the air, and you're going to land on this ramp and fly off it. You just need momentum. Now, of course, jumping like this is risky, and if I shoot at any point in the air, I'm going to cancel my sprint, and this technique will no longer work. So any opportunity that you go for this, you have to forego your ability to shoot to go for a technique like this. So there's a big risk involved here, and jumping to set it up is going to keep me in the air for a long period of time. So for a starting strat, this would make sense, but of course, you can see there's an enemy in front of me. I might want to prioritize shooting that guy instead of launching straight at him. So there's a risk reward you got to think of here. The beauty of this technique is how flexible it is. You don't need to jump to set it up. You just need to land on a sloped surface from above. So for example, this is perfect. Just land here and you'll slide, and it's a perfect connection. Good little rotation with the power up too. Note that this convenience is only possible because of the sprint and the slide. Sprint boosts your momentum and makes it so that you have speed coming into the floor here. You can just fall off and make it work, as opposed to, let's say, Halo 3, where you would have had to jump and gain momentum in the air to land on the surface. Now, the biggest thing to keep in mind for this one specifically is don't input crouch too early. If you slide too early, you're going to slide off the platform. If you input crouch too late, so after hitting the floor, you're just going to do a normal slide on the floor. You won't get the boost. So you need to make sure that you hold crouch while you're in the air before touching the ground. So sprint off the platform, hold crouch in the air. You're going to slide when you hit the floor with a clean connection onto this ledge. Now that you've seen the technique and how it works, I'm going to show you where to use it and all the spots that I found so far on this map where you can apply it. Now, some of them will be useful, some of them are not useful. You really just got to think about the risk reward, think about the timing that you would be using techniques like this. Regardless, I do think in the right circumstances, something like this could change the game and change the meta. So start practicing and add it to the repertoire.
Shield available.
Now, if you're watching this and you think this technique looks a little crazy, just give it a try before you knock it, okay? I do think that the risk-reward balance here is pretty nice, and I think that this is very risky to go for. I want to see how this looks in a proper 4v4 environment before we worry about things like nerfing or patching a mechanic like this. There's a limited amount of advanced mechanics in this game as it is, so having something like this, I think, is awesome, and I'm very happy to see it. If you think this is cool, let me know, and if you do think this is cool, just wait. I've got one other technique that's even more insane, and I'm going to talk about it in the next video. So if you like this and you want to see more of this, hit sub, join me on the way. We got another slide technique coming out soon.
Overshield available. Overshield obtained. Kill. Killing frenzy.